Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're absolutely safe, healthy, happy, taking care of yourself, and all the awesome things in the world are happening to you in 2022. I'm very happy to be back on YouTube after ages, and it almost feels like I'm coming back home. And this home-like experience is only because of you guys and your support and your love and your concern and your patience. I was working on my portfolio for all of these 2 months, and I think I overestimated my own potential. I thought I'll be done in like 10-15 days max, but the days translated into weeks and the weeks translated into months, and finally I think it's high time I have to upload something. So here I am, all charged up to create many more awesome videos for you. Since we are starting out after so long, I thought let's talk about something that's universal, and what better topic than books. So बहुत हो गया suspense, let's get started with the first book on our list, and this is called Big Magic: Create Living Beyond Fear. We're all aware of this harsh reality that we have very limited amount of time in our hand. Life is uncertain, life is short. Now, despite being aware of all of these facts, we are still so bothered about what the world has got to think about us, what my neighbors will think about me, or what the society will think about me. And this thought is so daunting, this fear is so daunting, that we don't experiment. We don't like to try new things. And unless we don't experiment, how are we going to be creative? Creativity is about trying new things and not caring about the outcome, whether it's success or failure. Elizabeth says that we must fall in love with the creative process and treat it like our lover. So when we love someone, no matter how busy we are, we always have time for them. No matter how many fights we have, we never give up on them. We always give them love. We're always supporting. And we need to treat creativity the same way. The best part is you don't have to be an artist or a designer to relate with the content of the book. You could be from any educational background, any part of the globe, any age group, and I promise you there is something for everyone. I'll add the link to this in my description box. If you like it, please do have a read. That brings us to the second book on our list, and this is called Design as Art by Bruno Munari. And Bruno Munari was an Italian designer back from the 20th century, extremely successful, internationally acclaimed, and this particular book was one of his classic bestsellers. This book is like a refresh button. It refreshes, it changes your perspective towards all the everyday items that you're surrounded by. Bruno says that if you design a product according to a trend, then you are indirectly adding an expiration date to the product, because once the trend fades away, people will no longer be interested, and soon there will be a time when it will get off the shelves and something else will replace it. If we want our product to enjoy long-term success, we need to keep the aesthetics in mind, the appeal in mind, and understand the originality or the character of the product. We don't need to design a pocket watch that looks like a tree or a bird. The pocket watch must be looking like a pocket watch. Bruno was a great fan of Japanese aesthetics and culture. So he has given various examples. One of them is of chopsticks. Like we all know, chopsticks are lightweight, easy to carry, easy to use, whether you're a righty, lefty, your age, your social status, or irrespective of even the occasion. It's the same pair of chopsticks. But if you compare it with the Western system, there's a long list of spoons and forks and knives and different dimensions, different weights, different purposes, different placements on the table. There are different budget ranges, of course. There's a cutlery set that can look very exquisite, expensive, elite. And then there are cutlery sets which are funny looking, cartoon characters, more apt for toddlers or young kids. So in short, there is so much complexity within just the cutlery system. And if you compare this with the Japanese culture, things are so much more simple, so much more minimal. He's talked about architectural examples, furniture examples. I'm not going to spoil all of that for you. You can read it yourself, and I'm sure you'll find it very interesting. Also, if you have like a interview round coming up for industrial design, then if you're looking for a quick casual read, then maybe this book can be a great choice. You get to learn some amazing insights, and who knows, you might have a chance in your interview round to talk about some of them and even impress your judges. Let's hope for the best. As always, I'll add the link to this in my description box. You can check it out. The last but not the least book on our list is for, if you ask me, I think everybody should read it. And of course, if you're a UX designer or you want to learn about the basics of human psychology and how we interact with technology, this book has to be on your bookshelf. It's called Hooked. It's an international bestseller and it talks about habit-forming products. Habit-forming matlab any product which is designed to break the old and create new habits in your system. So if you smoke a cigarette for a day, you'll probably not be affected by it and you'll be like, maybe nothing is going to happen to me. But if you smoke one cigarette, just one cigarette consistently for a couple of days, very soon you will reach a stage where even a day without the cigarette will make you feel uncomfortable. So a cigarette is a habit-forming product. This is obviously a very negative example that I'm giving you, but social media also has a somewhat similar influence on our minds if we don't use them consciously. So these big social media brands, they target on one emotional need of ours. For example, you have to travel somewhere, or you have to check the cost of something, or you hear a complicated word. What do? We Google it, right? Without any thoughts or questions. You're feeling lonely, you're bored. What do? We go to Facebook or we go to Instagram. We are missing someone. We read their old chats on WhatsApp. So Google is helping you to escape from that negative feeling of doubt. Facebook is helping you escape from the negative feeling of loneliness or boredom. Now, is social media a permanent solution to your doubt, loneliness or boredom? Absolutely not. But does it give you some temporary source of relief? Probably yes. Now the interesting part is that we are not lonely throughout the day. We are not bored throughout the day 24/7. Sometimes we are happy also. We are excited also. Then why is it that we pick out our phones from our pocket without any reason and begin to scroll the feed mindlessly? We haven't even received any notification. We are all aware that we have so much work to do. We have journals to complete, study to do, we have to meet our friends, meet our families, spend time for our health. Even on the busiest of days, we might have to skip the time we spend for our health, but we always have time to check our messages because it's the first thing that we do as soon as we wake up or the last thing before going off to sleep. Why are we so hooked to our devices? All of that interesting information is there shared in this book. I promise you, even if you understand half of its content, you will change your perception towards that smartphone you're carrying in your pocket. It will make you realize that how much intensive research has gone into designing all of these social media apps. And if you don't use them consciously, all of these apps are capable of manipulating you and your habits, and very soon have a negative influence on your career, on your health, and also, of course, your relationships. It's an eye-opening experience if you ask me. For designers, of course, it's very helpful to know about the basics of human psychology, human interaction with technology. This helps us to design better apps and services in future, of course, for positive purposes, but overall, it's an extremely insightful book. If you're not into reading, you can definitely listen to it on Audible as well. With that, guys, we have reached to the end of today's quick, short book special video. Do tell me in the comment section which book is your personal favorite. I would love to hear from you. Also, if you have any more video suggestions or topic suggestions, you can share all of that in the comment section, and I will try my 100% best to get back to you as soon as I can. Till then, have a fabulous day ahead. Take care of yourself, stay smiling, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.